Oh. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् परमानन्दमाधवम्. Today, our topic is Karma Yoga. Now, we all have studied Vedanta a bit. We all are students of Vedanta. Many of us have done Foundation Vedanta, Advanced Vedanta, MGML, Bhagavad Gita course, some webinars, some online classes. We all have attended something. So we have heard this term Karma Yoga. Now let us begin with the discussion on what is the difference between karma and Karma Yoga. Karma is action. Actually, the word karma has many connotations, many meanings in Vedanta. Sometimes the result of action is also called as karma, isn't it? We say sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, agami karma. There, that karma means result of action. Many times, karma is the word which is used for rituals, specific karma, isn't it? I am going for karma. In that karma kanda sense, sometimes the word is also used for that particular type of action where we are, either, doing some puja, some homa havana or pitra karma, etc. There also the word karma is used. But in general, majority of the times, the word karma is used for action. Okay. So any action, generally we say is karma. Now, what is this action? Very important question. What is the action? For example, now are we acting? Yes, we are. Why? Because we are listening. Listening is an action. We are sitting, which is an action. We are writing, which is an action. Even if we say that we are not doing anything, still the action is going on. May not be on the physical level, but maybe on the mental level, the action is going on. You are thinking, you are remembering, you are imagining, understanding. So action, when we say at different levels, the action is the physical action, action on the mental level, intellectual level. And even if we say when we are sleeping, in deep sleep, there is no physical movement is there. There is no mental thoughts are not there. Ideas are not there. Intellect is not working. But still the pranic action is going on. The breathing is going on, isn't it? We also say that the digestion and all these other physiological functions, all of them also are going on. So which means what? Even when we say we are not acting, in some way we are still acting. Actually speaking, we cannot remain without action even for a moment. We study this in Bhagavad Gita also, chapter 3. nahi kaschit kshanam api jatu tishtati akarma krita. So there is not a single being in any situation, even for a moment, that being can remain without action. So act we must. There is no option to that. We have to act. Even when we say I am not doing anything, it is also a kind of doing. You see, I am not doing anything. It's still an action. So there is no what we say as alternative to action. Action we have to perform. Now the only question is what kind of action I am going to perform and with what attitude I am going to perform. Okay. Some of the thoughts that we will be reflecting upon may be repeated for a few people who have already studied. That's fine, but the base is required. Okay. For some of you, it may be new. So for them, especially, I am going through this whole process. So action, we said that we don't have option about. We have to act. The only time we don't act is when we are dead, right? And the body does not move, the prana, mind, etc. have left. That's the only time we are not acting. All other times we are acting. Okay. And even when we are dead, the mind, etc., is going to another realm and finding another body. So still the action is going on. Okay. So action is a must. The only difference is, only choice that we have is what kind of action we are going to perform and with what attitude we are going to perform the action. So based on what kind of action, that action karma can be divided into mainly two categories. Let us understand kind of a tree diagram chart. Karma is of two types generally. Vihita karma and nishiddha karma. Vihita karma means enjoined actions, the actions that we are supposed to do. Nishiddha karma means actions that we are supposed to avoid. Now, in that Vihita karma also, it can be further divided into Niyata karma, Prayashchitta karma, and Kamya karma. Careful. Vihita karma, Nishiddha karma. Nishiddha karma is actions we are not supposed to perform. Now, what I can perform, that is also divided into Niyata karma. Niyata means enjoined duties. Prayashchitta karma, expiatory actions, that I have done something wrong and therefore I am now doing the what we say as expiatory rites. We are as a measure of correction, we are performing that action. And kamya karma, desire prompted action, means what? It is not a duty, but if you have desire, do it. So niyata karma, prayashchitta karma, kamya karma. Now niyata karma is further divided into two: nitya karma and naimittika karma. Nitya karma, daily duties. Naimittika karma, occasional duties. Occasional duties doesn't mean that we have to perform duties occasionally. That's not the meaning. The duties that come only when there is a special occasion. I'll give you an example. Nitya karma includes daily duties. Every day we are supposed to take bath, keep our body, mind, etc. clean, perform puja, or do Gayatri japa, or go to temple, study something. This is daily. Every day we have to do. Occasional duties means when the guest come to our home, we have to, treat them properly. Now, this is not every day. Every day morning at 7 o'clock, open your door. No, not every day. When the occasion arises, we have to perform that action. That's called as occasional duties. But when the occasion comes, it becomes our duty. When my mother is not well, it is my duty to take care of her. Every day also I'm supposed to, but that occasion requires special kind of duty. So such things come under naimittika karma. Now, in the Veda, in the entire scriptures, when we speak about any of these vihita karmas, we can perform. Nishiddha karmas are to be avoided in any case. Also, according to each and everyone's stage of life, profession, guna, according to all of that, what is Vihita and what is Nishiddha also might change. Okay. There are some actions which are Nishiddha for everyone. Generally, Veda will speak, killing a Brahmana, killing a woman, Surapana, etc. is Nishiddha for everyone. But according to one's duty, according to the stage of life and, the social setup, etc., there are certain actions which we can do and there are certain actions which we should not do. So that also will change. Vihita karma and Nishiddha. So this is in general for Veda. But when we come to spirituality, when we come to Vedanta, when we come to Adhyatmika Jivana, when we come to spiritual life, we are supposed to perform only Niyata Karma and Prayaschitta Karma. Even Kamya Karma goes to Nishiddha. Okay. Why? Because if the action is prompted by desires, it is going to take us outside. And in spiritual way, to go away from the self itself is papa. It's not just Nishiddha karma which will give papa. Even Kamya karma in spiritual way is papa karma. You understand the logic. Okay? It is going to take me away from myself. It is going to make the bondage stronger, ignorance stronger. So it's not for me. But Niyata karma, which is the duty, and Prayaschitta karma, which also becomes a duty because you have done something wrong in the past, that becomes the action that we have to perform. The action, right? So all the actions that we can have, there is entire classification in that. What we are supposed to do is duty. I'm not just going to call it as duty. Swadharma, okay? It includes Nitya, Naimittika, Payachita, everything. Okay? Niyata karma. So remember where we started? Action we have to perform. So we have to understand what kind of action we have to perform. So that we have just now explained that what kind of action we have to perform. The duty is the action that we are supposed to perform. Now we come to the next question. With which attitude or with what attitude should we perform the duty? Why is it so important that the attitude should be thought about? Because the attitude behind the action decides the result of action. The attitude behind the action decides the result of action. Means, even if I am doing duty, but my attitude is selfish, then the result is not punya. Ideally duty should give punya. Even if I am doing charity, but the intention behind the attitude behind that action is to gain name and fame, that I will become famous, that I am a very charitable person, then that action will not give punya. So the attitude or the intention behind action is very, very important. That actually decides whether that action is good or bad. Right? Gurudev Swami Chinmayanand always used to give this example that killing is bad, but when soldiers kill, that's not considered bad. Why? Because they are not killing out of their vengeance, isn't it? They are doing it as their job, as their duty. He says using knife on somebody is bad, but when it is in doctor's hand, it is good. Why? Because the intention of the doctor is not to kill the person, but use the same knife to make that person healthy. So the intention behind action matters most. Now, if the intention is good and the action is performed correctly, the result is punya. Carefully note. If the intention is good and the action is performed correctly, then the result is punya karma, merit. If the intention is bad or with good intention you perform a wrong action, or intention is also bad, action is also bad, then the result is papa. Again, I will say, if intention is bad, even if action is good, it is papa. If intention is good, but action is bad, still it is papa. If intention is good, intention is bad and action is also bad, then also it is papa. What I mean by action is bad here is, I want to do something, but I am not able to do it perfectly, correctly, because of which many people are hurt. My intention was good, but my action made it into papa karma. Okay. So punya we get when the intention and action both are right. In all other cases, it is papa karma. Now, this punya papa further results into sukha dukkha, respectively. Punya results in sukha, papa results in dukkha. And that is how we get, now we are slowly moving from karma as action to karma as result of action. So the sukha dukkha, when it comes to my life, it comes back to my own life. Why? Because I have only performed good action, bad action. Then punya papa, which is generated for me, will come back to my life as sukha or dukkha. When I am experiencing sukha or dukkha, I am performing more actions, which will again result in punya or papa, which will again come back in my life as sukha or dukkha. And the cycle continues. So no matter whether I am performing punya karma or papa karma, I am not out of the cycle of karma. Karma bandhana goes on. No matter whether it is good action or bad action. Remember, even if I have done only good actions, therefore only punya, but to that punya will come as sukha, and to experience that sukha, I have to take birth. Okay, I have done all good actions only, but still I am bound by the karma. Are you getting this concept now? So now you see where we are caught up. We started by saying that we don't have option in whether to act or not to act. We have to act. There is no choice in that. And whether we act in a right way or a wrong way, we are still bound by action. See, that is where we have come. So which means what? Sometimes we feel that this is not going to end. Why? See, action we have to perform. And whether I act good or I act bad, I am still bound by action. So samsara is going to continue forever. This is what we think. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om.